Well, we have to turn it over now to our resident expert, Pappy J in the house.
Pappy J.
Gampa, what say you about this?
Well, I have to tell you guys, it is really a learning process because there are so many times that I want to inject my worldly wisdom to my daughter, who's a Columbia grad, on how to raise babies, because I do have experience, you know, we help raise too. But we really find ourselves having to pull back because this is their deal. And just as when we were young parents, we probably didn't appreciate all the unsolicited advice from her parents and my parents, but we politely listened, and then we did it our way. And I'm sure she'll do that too. But it really is, there's a fine line there, because I want to interject on everything, Betsy, as you know. Are you sure you want to do it that way?
Not anyway.
But really, the crux of all of this is your weather word. Because Al Roker was right. When it's Grandpa Haze time, like, she gets whatever she wants, however much of it she wants, and then I spoil her and I give her back to Mom.
And then you just say, take it.
Yeah.
See what happens.
So your word is spoil.
Okay, spoil.
Because that's kind of my plan as a grandfather. And by the way, I'm going to be a grandfather to my first grandson within a month.
Yes, you are.
So I'll have two that I can spoil, Rob.
Yes, one of each.
I can't wait.
Oh, I'm so excited for you.
I can't wait.
That baseball mitt's getting all leathered up right now.
He doesn't know it yet. He's going to be a big league ball player.
He's going to be throwing at age 3 months. It'll be great. All right. Well, good stuff. We'll get spoiled into the forecast live look CSU cam right now. Traffic flow, and that's a good sign. The foliage is out, and we still have that atmospheric haze around. When do we get rid of that? When do we have our clear blue sky back into the forecast? Well, not too long. We've got about another 36 hours or so, as you'll see here in the forecast. Temperatures, though, a tick warmer today. We're out ahead of that frontal boundary that's diving in from Canada. We've got temperatures that are approaching 80 degrees today. Notice the lake breeze is absent. That's because we've got a nice south push to that wind. We've even added a little bit of humidity. You can feel the air finally. We've got dew points that are in the 40s to near 50. Once it hits 50-degree mark, especially in our western counties, you're feeling just a little bit humid. But compared to how it could be this time of year, not too bad. That wind is out of the south. As I mentioned, it's pushed the lake breeze out over the lake. Just snapped this picture. Swallowed 6 midges out in the back porch there. Atmospheric smoke. This is our sky, right? I mean, it's clear, but you've got kind of that white milky look to it. This is what it normally looks like when you don't have atmospheric smoke. It's blue, right? When do we get our blue sky back? So you can see today we did have some actual clouds that developed. Actually looked like rain out on the east side today. I was wondering if this cloud was going to produce some rain, but overall, absolutely no rain, just some darker clouds out east. The atmospheric smoke still around, not quite as bad over Ohio today, but it's still there. It's kind of that murky look to the atmosphere. Clouds off towards the north and the south. This is all off those wildfires, about 96 of them burning, still over 4 million acres being affected right now in western Canada. They're getting a storm system, though. There's some rain with this and mountain snow. It's helpful. It's not going to put an end to this. I have a feeling all summer we're going to be dealing with this in and out. But anyway, still getting a little relief out there. And then we deal with this frontal boundary. This is what's going to clear our air mass out. There's fresh air on the backside. And notice the rain that's developed. There's pretty decent moisture, a little bit more than what models are showing as this front continues to dive down towards the south. So here's your atmospheric smoke. Comes down towards the south, might get a little thicker during the daytime tomorrow before that frontal boundary passes. And then by tomorrow evening, that sunset should look much different. We have been spoiled. You get spoil in. That's tough. Anyway, close enough. Thanks for the bonus points on that. But notice how we get the drier air in here. We get clear air in here, and we should have a blue sky on Thursday. How about that? We get cooler air, though, as well. This Wednesday high is going to be midday and early afternoon, and temperatures are either going to flatten out or drop a little bit in the afternoon. Thursday, 61, wind off the lake, will be slightly warmer inland, but then we recover really nicely for Memorial Day weekend. National Zymart hour-by-hour forecast. Let's take you through it. A mild night tonight, mainly clear skies throughout the day tomorrow. The only thing you're going to notice is a wind shift. Temperatures in the 70s early. There goes that front. Does it pop a couple showers? There's a chance with that, especially looking at some of that moisture off towards the north. And look at this. Tomorrow night, we're in the 50s. Remember, this is that fresh air. Thursday morning, 40s. Do we have upper 30s on here? Maybe in spots. I think we'll hold in the 40s. We go dry after that. Still a slight chance of rain as we get into the weekend. The big picture look we'll focus more on in the next half hour. Union Hill Mortgage 7-day forecast. Cooler on Thursday, and then we rebound nicely this weekend. Your Memorial Day weekend looks fantastic. 70s, low humidity, just a slight chance of rain that we'll talk more about. But there is a bigger warm-up in store next week. Again, we'll go extended coming up in a little bit.
We don't need to talk about the rain. If you don't talk about it, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, well, that's usually how it goes around here.
Thank you, Christy. Okay, thanks, Matt.